I'm going to do a little reading recap to start off today's vlog, and this is a recap on everything that I read in March. So we're going to start off with the first thing, Game of Thrones. I thoroughly enjoyed this. It took me a while to read it, but I did fly through it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And this is my favorite fucking series in the world, so nothing is ever going to beat this series. This made me feel like I was watching the show for the first time again, and I thoroughly enjoyed that because I miss the first feeling of when you first watched Game of Thrones. And this gave me that because it was just like a total nostalgia deja vu moment, and I had so much fun reading this book. So I read my Dark Vanessa, and it was alright. I gave this 3.5 stars, and it wasn't my favorite read. I was a little disturbed throughout this book by both of the characters, the male and the female character, the teacher and the student. I was disturbed by both of them, and I think that's why I gave this a low rating, because I actually did not like the main character as much as I would hope, but it was alright. It was okay. I enjoyed it still, but it was okay. My next book in March is Half Its Age by Jeanette McCurdy. It's very similar to my Dark Vanessa, but I gave this one 5 stars because I actually very much enjoyed this book, and I also really liked the writing. And I read the audiobook and I was listening to it, and I really loved how Jeanette was narrating it, and it was truly captivating, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. And I actually really liked the female character and her growth. But I still hated the teacher, obviously, because he's a dirty old man, but I actually very much enjoyed this book compared to the other one. One other book that I read in March, it is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. It was a very thriller book, very graphic, very graphic, and if you don't like graphic books, this is not for you, but it was for me. But I did give it 3.8 stars because of the ending fell short for me. The ending just made me want it to end even more. It started dragging out, and I was like, when is this book gonna end? But I did enjoy the ending, and I did enjoy the story. For April, so what I'm reading in April, I'm reading A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, my favorite book series ever. This is tied with the Shadowhunter Chronicles, but this one takes the cake. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. Obviously, I have no other words other than I love the Mother of Dragons. I love Jon Snow, and I still miss Ned Stark. I wish he never died. So, yeah. And I'm trying to hold on to this book as long as I can because I don't want to finish it. Because if I finish it, it just gets me closer to the end of the book series currently. And I don't want to be finished because I want to wait until he finally releases the next book, Winds of Winter. But he probably will never release it in my lifetime, or he probably won't even live to release it. But I'm trying to hold on to this book as long as I can, and I'm currently enjoying it right now, so yeah. I'm going to be making some tops omelets with some steamed veggies, and then I'm going to boil some potatoes. going to show you what I season my steak with to make it come out super tasty and yummy. 'I didn't get a picture of my food, but just know that it tasted fabulous. My camera died, but I did paint more flowers and I added more stuff, and I'll be adding more stuff on camera another day, but this is how far I got in the painting. Okay, it's the next day and I'm just making me some tea. I got some tea from Tea Runners. Just recently bought it because my favorite YouTuber, Wild Fern, she likes to drink this tea and I bought into it and it's actually really good. We're redoing my kitchen and we're painting the cabinets white, and it's just we're undergoing construction, so just ignore how it looks right now. This is my seed starting station. Here's some tomatoes that I got. Most of these are tomatoes. Look at these zinnias. Nothing is growing from here yet. We got some strawberries. Kale. I didn't know that was growing. I think this is clary sage. What are we doing today?
Making terrariums and eating food. And then very nice. That's a good bit. That's good. You don't have that big of a jar, so you don't gotta really worry about this. And then do a small little layer of that. So like even those guys out. And then yours is easy though because you can just shove it in. I need that. No, you need dirt first.
So that is put like pack the dirt down.
Yeah, but so do you? I have a question. Do you want him to like kind of sit out?
No, I want him to be fully and my mom. Oh, it's
Yes. Do that and plant him first, and then put the moss around.
well, can I break the moss up?
Yeah.
No, I want to.
I want to make sure that I'm talking. Okay. So no, you can't.
Me?
No, I'm talking. So this little root ball right there. I'm gonna shove him in.
Does it have to be fully in?
Thank you for doing this, please.
Thanks for telling me.
Huh?
Thanks for telling me what
Okay, here's mine.
if I just want to hang out with
All right. But actually, no, not more. No, don't put more. Push the moss you already have it. The plant will be fine. You just.
I'm so hot.
Isn't it cute? Oh,
Why?
well, I'm gonna separate.
what?
I am gonna separate.
And then once you get home, you can add like the like
Put a little moss on top of it. Wait, baby, maybe I'll make my own little tiny moss thing.
I'm joking. Oh my god, Lauren, yours is so fucking cute. Oh wait, I've been looking away for too long. That's adorable. Yours looks like a little florist.
Then can we have this hanging?
Oh my gosh! My baby, they look like real terrariums in the light. Look at them. Look how cute.
My beautiful terrarium feels right at home with my plants and my vampires, of course. We are going to get started on planting all our crops in the garden today. We are planting tomato, lettuce, cucumber, and basil, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's all we have right now, but we are going to get more stuff, more crops. I even have more seedlings I got to plant. They still have to mature. I'm going to plant some more stuff in the standing garden bed that I have, but right now we're planting them into the ground.
And yeah, love you.